Hey people, Aces Army here, back with the next part of my Final Fantasy VII hard mode playthrough. So we got the bombing mission done, at least the first part of it. So now we need to escape Midgar. It's a bit of a quiet episode, to be honest.
Look up! I said look up! Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Yeah, it's a bit of a quiet episode just because of the volumes of cutscenes and things. Oh, we finally got all our HP and MP up as well. We got all that back. Which is good. I was kind of debating because there's lots of like groups of soldiers and stuff going through this way. Whether to switch out to like a fire magnify instead on Cloud. But we'll crack on as is for now. Okay, we get our first proper flashback here. Yeah, we've had little like kind of hints so far, but this is the first full on.
How? He couldn't be. But then...
Okay, so we've instead been warped, so it's like half Nibelheim, half Midgar right now. I think that's what it's meant to be anyway. If it's not half Nibelheim, it looks weirdly familiar.
The hell?
Maybe it's because we're in the upper plate and it's very different to what all the slums are like in terms of the buildings and everything. But it looks very Nibelheim-esque.
Wait. You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown that burns so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
See, the interesting thing about that a bit for me is, obviously in the original game, all you see is the town on fire, and Cloud, I think you can like, walk over to Cloud's house and he just kind of shakes his head and that's it, but yeah, Sephiroth actually confirms there that he's the one who, this way I think, yeah, Sephiroth actually confirms there that he personally put his blade to Cloud's mother, which is very harsh. And then it's almost a bit of like a Scar from the Lion King moment, where he tells Cloud to run away.
Man, what a mess.
So scared. Come on, we want to get our toys.
Let's book it out of here. Okay, you can run over and get that materia. I don't think it's anything important though, so we'll probably just leave it for now. I mean, the problem with like materia in this game is the good stuff, at least the really good stuff. It kind of limits you. You can't get multiple of them.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell
Help me!
Okay, this is the first field to the Whispers.
What are they?
Peddlers of Fate.
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on
Yes.
the ground! Right now!
Seems especially at this beginning part, Sephiroth is trying to put us off track, whereas the Whispers are trying to
Now
keep the story going in the right direction.
that it?
There he is! You're not
I'll end this. Let's go.
Okay. Is this that materia that we were looking at? Deadly dodge, yeah. It's nothing useful.
Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
I think it's down that way, or if we gotta try and go this way and then get blocked off, I can't remember.
Hey! You there!
Out. You're mine. Nothing to it.
Services may be suspended without warning. Your patience and understanding are requested. I repeat.
Right, so it was a HPF. Okay. So the problem is as well that you don't know, well, unless you've got like a great memory, which I haven't. Like a lot of the things, you just kind of, they kept them there, but they just like replaced them. Or at least that's what I've noticed when I've been playing chapters. Good.
Going in. All good.
Stick reading out.
You're mine!
Health back, doing our dodge.
Here we go. Any time now.
Stagger for me.
You're done.
Don't let him escape! Give up!
Okay.
Ground forces engaging target in Titan Plaza. All fighters converge and provide immediate support. Requesting immediate reinforcements at Titan Plaza.
I don't remember there being this many guys here at the start.
Still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
But the rooftops look clear.
Okay.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
So a quick check of our health here. Let's just heal while we can.
Be advised. Target approaching residential area. Steel hall access immediately.
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's only one bit here that I'm kind of worried about. And that's when we get a mix of the shield guys on their own are fine. But there's a bit where there's a mix of shield guys and... God, wow, they're super weak.
Was never in doubt.
Yeah, when you got a mix of shield guys and
Not bad.
grenaders. This is what I mean by
Confirmed. Target has
bits where it just kind of stops you and makes you walk.
All lockdown is in effect. All units,
Nothing to it.
Oh nice, we finally got our HP absorb up to max level. So we'll see what that looks like in a minute.
Now you're in place. Not bad. Time to get serious.
He's here!
Right. I like how it stops him dying because
See ya.
On target!
Try me.
yeah, I've noticed that so far. If you try and
That's that.
kill enemies a bit too as they're spawning, there's a great bit later in the game when that happens as well.
Going in. Let's do this. That's that. It's over. Nothing to it.
Okay. Nice. I mean, there does seem to be like a decent amount of boxes everywhere, from what I can remember anyway, so we should be alright match-wise.
End of the life, punk!
So,
Enjoy this!
I think this is the bit with the guy that is like the mini-boss. This might be a bit tricky, so we're gonna have to be quick here.
Get serious. You're out of here, Lee. Clear. Here we go.
Come on. Attack me, attack me. Right, yeah, it's the woman in the red anyway. He's the one we gotta watch out for. Oh, the other guy is dead. Okay.
Nothing personal.
While you're vulnerable.
That's it. Try me.
Could just finish him off with magic here. Oh, great. So, yeah, I said I was worried about this guy.
Feeling good. Steady. Get ready.
That's the problem. Unlike the other ones, when he hits you, it's it can stun you. So we just gotta watch out for when that
You're done.
it tells us that move is coming up.
Move in! Don't let him escape!
Okay. Right, so there's our next
Unit,
volume.
Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Wait! I know that.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting that to be worse with the amount of guys that you got to face on our own there, but it wasn't too bad.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
And here he goes, making his dramatic entrance. As per.
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Yeah, I like how Barrett just kind of drops his guard for a moment there.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy? What? Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
Yeah, I want to try and get
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the
as
evacuation.
much into chapter 3, well,
We've got
obviously we got to get through the rest of chapter 2, but it's mainly dialogue and cutscenes and stuff for the rest of chapter 2, but need to get a fair way into chapter 3, because when we get to chapter 3 we are going to have to do move out the way. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all the side quests just so we can get Tifa's last outfit
Hey, got a sec?
for Don.
Little help, Cloud, please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so for Tifa's final outfit, we need to do all the side quests in chapter 3, so that might take a little while. So
They've yet to announce it publicly.
the more we can get
I
into
heard it
chapter
was
3 in
Avalanche's
this
doing.
episode, the better.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we? We should go. Right.
So funny because they're like, you're all super nervous, but at the same time it's like, must obey the Shinra code. Must obey the Shinra code.
Time for a little nap.
You hear that suit? Shinra Creed my ass.
Okay, we're gonna get our little demonstration from Jesse now, I think.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level. Atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history. All that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry. Our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Yay! Chapter 2 cleared. Oh, I never noticed that before. Just coming off the train there with the hat and the long hair is I think it's Kylie, I want to say, or Kyrie she pronounces it. Someone we run into a bit later in the game.
Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Okay.
Not long now, honey. That is almost
I like how fast. It's probably the fastest Barrett ever moves in the entire game. Look at him. It's nearly impossible to keep up with. We probably are going to skip this one cutscene coming up here now because it's pretty pointless.
Huh.
Took me ages to realise, obviously the first time around I wasn't skipping things, that you just hold triangle instead of going into like options and then skip. So much better.
I don't know. Figure out how I screwed up?
You're such a kidder.
We're not going to have Barrett for a while now. Did I dodge? Time, prayer. Definitely want revive on with Tifa. And time. Healing, magnify, revive. Sorry, my mic just decided to cut out a second then. Decisions. Let's try KHP up. Healing. Okay, she can have a similar setup to Cloud materia-wise. Cloud will have to be the healer. I don't know. Okay, we'll go with that for now and see how we get along. I mean, for the most part, we're going to be on our own with Cloud through this chapter. There's only a few bits that Tifa will tag along for.
Marlene. Daddy, you're home.
That's right, Angel. I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
Yeah, I think the plan is, if we can...
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Yeah, the plan is,
Daddy,
hopefully get through like the main chunk of the story bit here. This episode, again,
Worry about all that silliness.
apologies, this is going to be another bit of a quieter episode
Turn that thing off and let's
in
get
terms of commentary, just trying to get through
Do you
this.
mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done?
Me?
Yeah, you.
But then what we can do then is, next episode, then we can just focus on getting all those side quests knocked out.
Hey! What the hell you
Barrett.
think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that. We should talk outside.
Okay, yeah, I like how
Daddy, did the people who died all return to
Cloud
the
is
planet?
so terrified to Marlene there, and then Barrett's reaction.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then.
Okay.
How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
I don't know what it is, but my life feels so
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So, it wasn't that bad?
It was.
Oh, right. And here
we
we
go.
are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate.
Here's the funky door textures again.
Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Okie doke. Yeah, this
It's a
chapter's
little
actually
but should be enough to get you through the night.
super quick.
If you want anything else, we can always
There
get
is
it.
one thing.
skip through all
My
the
money.
cutscenes.
You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but
That's it?
sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best.
Little
I'll
maths
see you
lesson
bright
from
and early
Cloud
at
there.
the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
Yeah, we got a little hint there of Cloud not being such a jerk. And obviously him, Barrett, no, they both soften up as the journey goes. There's Cloud and his super reactions there,
Guess
super
it's time
soldier
for
reactions.
introductions.
When he hears what sounds like someone's stomach rumbling in the middle of the night. Yeah, it must be a bug, but I don't really know. Like, the rest of the building's completely fine, but then for some reason the doors are just really weird. There's just no textures to them.
You okay in
It's
there?
probably a glitch though that they'll patch out sooner rather than later, I hope.
Coming in.
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
Number 49. That's a very comes a very
What are
significant
you doing to Marco? This is his apartment.
number for one of the Sephiroth followers later on in the game.
The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Yeah, this is also the first time you see that Cloud has kind of got some sort of weird future sight going on every time he his Genova cells react to these guys. Okay, here's Marl. She can give us a telling
Well,
off.
now, you must be... I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Okay, right, let's leg it over here. We'll do our little filter collection to unlock the rest of the side missions. And then we'll wrap it up. And then, let's see, so the same thing has happened with the door to 7th Heaven, but then it kind of it fixes itself. Like the textures are just weren't there because we ran over here so fast. But then on the doors to the apartment, it just never seems to right itself. So
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
yeah, I like how Cloud is like, oh, side quests, really? I'm a soldier, I need to be kicking
Go
ass.
ahead and keep whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
Thanks.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his rounds too.
As long as I get it all today.
The new Loveless musical all the items you could want.
Here we
straight
go.
from the place.
So this is the
No
first
matter
guy.
your needs or your budget,
Hey there.
One of the many fans of Tifa in the game.
Tifa, baby, how you doing? Been waiting.
Cloud's in charge of collections. He'll take your money.
Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. If you ever need someone to fill in.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Suppose I could take a look.
Right, we can unload some crap while we're here. Got all these lovely items that we're not allowed to use.
Nothing to tickle your fancy? If you change your mind, you know where I am. That goes for you too, Tifa.
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
all the items you could want. Straight.
He's a regular. Stock up here and he might throw in a freebie or two.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free shit? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please?
Can't help but take a look.
Look at Cloud's like, I ain't getting no involved in no simp.
Apparently it was done by a terrorist group called Avalanche. This is the first time
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You'd better take care of her.
I'm pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
That I do. Still, better him than you. No charm, no wit. Big sword, but no skills.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
I'm doing my best.
You're looking awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep? A good long rest will cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor, am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
5
Okay,
years.
there's Chadley over
Never
there.
mind that. We've got to get you your money. Last stop is the weapons
Trains
store.
don't start moving again. We're gonna have enough food and other goods to go around.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
And if you want to do this area with no side quests, he's the best one because obviously once you've done all your VR missions and battle collections,
That last filter didn't do shit.
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get out.
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on our way.
The hell? You charging me for your busted-ass goods?
My associate handles payment.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
Pretty please.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the...
Well, when will Barrett be back with them?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion. Want to hear it? If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know, you know?
Another lesson for...
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
No better way to keep
yeah, if you want to
your
do,
family safe.
obviously we're doing all manuscripts, but, so we can't do that, but if you wanted to skip this area, just speak to Chadley, because we've done all the VR missions and battle intel, just speak to him and that counts as completing a mission, and then you can just literally run straight on to the next part. And here's Biggs and Wedge.
Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
Huh? Oh, hey, Cloud. Looking to join the neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Lots of stuff, really. But our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
What? You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, our sword is already modded right up.
Needless to
Although
say,
I
you'll
need
have to
to
try it out
use
to appreciate
those
the
points that we got for Barrett and Cloud in the last
Spread the word
two
to
mission
everyone who listen
chapters.
about the new merc in town.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So...
Although we may
where
need to
are
wait
these
a little bit
monsters?
because
Scrap
coming up in
Boulevard.
chapter... well, we're in chapter 3 now.
I'll come with.
No, I've got this.
There's two side quests we can do
Do you?
Lead on.
Sure
to
thing.
get
I know these streets better than anyone.
some more points for Tifa and Cloud. Okay, so let's quickly go down to the guy and unlock the side quests.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the
That's
barricades,
the guy that you
supposed
speak to
keep
there,
the
Chadley
monsters
again.
out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
If any harm comes to her,
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I
Okay.
can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile
Yeah,
up,
this is still
the more
classed
they
as a main
show
mission
up.
rather than a side mission, so we'll quickly knock this one out.
And there's our first chapter. Show me what you got, Cloud. All set. Heads up. See ya.
There we go. I'll try not to get grabbed next time.
Wow. So that's what a soldier looks like in action.
Just a one.
I'll bet. Let's keep at it.
Okay, one more area now.
You're good at this. Charging in like it was nothing.
You too. It's a little surprising.
Well, I've been here 5
Going
years.
all out.
You don't have no one else.
It's on you.
I got the way. That big fast.
Oh man. I whiffed there.
All right. I think that might be the last of them.
You won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, a win's a win, you know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
Okay. So this should be the very last bit now, and we can finally unlock the side quest once we've spoken to Biggs and Wedge. That bit that's blocked off is where we're going to probably encounter the hardest bit of this chapter.
Doesn't look like a
So,
That sword's massive.
so as I said, just keep making sure that we save regularly throughout this.
Back already?
Got every last
Hopefully
one,
until
too.
the later
Now the
chapters
slum
we should be alright.
safe.
You guys are machines.
Good job. Meanwhile, we told everyone we could about you.
So I heard. I've got to ask though. What did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Oh, you okay?
I'm fine.
Been meaning to ask. After you left the village,
It's a long story.
I've got time. Why don't you tell me all about it while we try to rustle up some more work for you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on. Let's go.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now. What?
The tally of monsters slain has been updated. Got new numbers for monsters slain this month. Check them out.
Yeah, you can actually get some items from this woman. I didn't even realise the first playthrough.
Slain this month. Check them out.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything majorly good. I think it's like an 8 HP and MP up you can get. But anyway guys, we're about to unlock the side quests. Again, a lot of story to get through there in this episode. So yeah, so next episode will be a bit of messing around with some side quests, get ourselves a couple more manuscripts, start leveling up our weapons a bit more. Just to show you, so what's the best screen? So you can see all my levels are level 6. So if you just complete the game without doing like all the side quests and all the VR missions, then your actual maximum level would only be 5. So doing the VR missions and everything and all the Colosseum stuff, that gets you to level 6. But then to get the points that you need to spend to do more, then you need to then go into hard mode to get more abilities. And as you can see here, so this is like your level 6 slot, and then you've got stuff like, you know, attack power 12 extra materia slots. So it is really worth it. One of the best weapons one of the best abilities, sorry, for hard mode especially, is certain weapons have reprieve. I want to say the Twin Stinger does. Yeah, reprieve is it's the only ability I've got right now. But what reprieve does is if you do die, then you get put into 1 HP. So you've basically got like a second chance. So that is really useful, especially when the fact that you've got no Phoenix Downs, and if your whole party falls, then you have to go back to the start of the chapter. So that is extremely useful. So any weapon that you've got with that ability is really recommended for a hard mode playthrough. Anyway, I digress. So as I said, we'll wrap the episode up here. We'll get all the side quests done in the next episode, and then we can progress the story once all that's cleared and we got all our tasty manuscripts to level our weapons up. So thanks for tuning in again, and I'll see you in the next episode.